Hey you guys, PGD here. I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be the Sephora VIB annual sale recommendation video. I received a request to do this video, and the request specifically asked for skincare, and it just so happens that my list, which I do have over here, is all about skincare for the most part. I have a few non-skincare items on my list for this year, but primarily it's skincare, so that's where my head has been, because especially with the change of the seasons, my skin has been a little odd, so I've been focusing on skincare even more so. So a lot of the things on my list that I hope to purchase, some of them I've never used before, so I can't tell you whether or not they're good, but I do have some items that I would like to recommend to you that I have used. So I want to start here. Sunday Riley. I know lots of people are interested in Sunday Riley. I hauled this one, the Ceramic Slip Clay Cleanser, in a recent What's New This Week video, and I'm only up to here right now, and it has some great ingredients. You can check that video. Hopefully I link it above or something. And it was fine, right? So I mentioned that, you know, it was okay, but I was not as blown away by this as some people have been by Sunday Riley products, in particular this product. And I will talk to you about Good Genes in a second. But anyhow, so this is the product, and again, I just wasn't blown away. I'm still using it. I haven't finished it. Haven't even hit the halfway mark. But what prevented me from getting to the halfway mark is this Drunk Elephant. And I feel like these two brands, maybe it's in my own head, that they have so many items that seem to be similar, like or that have the same goal. And I'm sure that could be said of many skincare brands as well. But these two seem to go head to head. Even their Good Genes product from Sunday Riley, people like to put that head to head with the Drunk Elephant nighttime glycolic treatment. So things like that. So I'm going to do another head to head because I picked up the travel size, and this is only $18, and you get 2 bars, travel size bars, but I'm going to show you them in a second because I think they're really good in size. And as much as I've been using them, I feel like they haven't even gone down. So 18 bucks is a good value. You could go ahead and get the full size, but that's 28 per bar as opposed to 18 and getting both. So here we go. From Drunk Elephant, the Peaky Bar, sorry, it's reversing the viewfinder, the Peaky Bar and the Juju Bar. So I'll show you what they look like. Forget that little brown stuff on the white bar. I keep it in a jar next to my black soap, so sometimes it rubs up against this one. Anyway, this particular soap, is the white one, is supposed to kind of balance your skin, and let me just read exactly what they have here. Clarify, balance, moisturize. That's this one, the Peaky Bar, which is the white one. And they recommend that you use this one in the evening. Right, so this is your evening one, and in the morning they recommend that you use the Juju Bar, which this one is supposed to exfoliate and really kind of deep cleanse your skin in the morning. So here we go. It looks like a standard old like little bar, right? And maybe I can show you some of the ingredients on this list. You can also, of course, find it on the Sephora site. Here are the ingredients right here. Maybe that will come into focus. But let me just give you my experience on it very quickly. This is the Juju right here, and this is the Peaky Bar over here. I will tell you that starting with this one, which you're supposed to use in the morning, it has, when you feel this bar, you feel like there are tiny little grains in here. It's nothing that you can see, just even looking on camera, but it feels like there are little grains in there. You rub the bar, not on your face directly, but in your hands, and get it all over your face. And I feel like this single-handedly, this and the other one, both of them, the one that's supposed to balance out your skin, I do feel like my skin is kind of brought back in balance, like it's not too tight, it's not oily. It just gives my skin the really great balance that I need, especially being combination, especially oily in the T-zone. So I use these two. This one, it exfoliates without like an exfoliating treatment, right? So it's not as abrasive as one of those things. And again, you're rubbing the soap on your hands and then rubbing it on your face, so you can be as harsh or gentle as you like, depending on the pressure that you apply. But I can tell you, I like both of these in combination so far way more than the Sunday Riley product. In fact, that's probably why I haven't even hit the halfway point yet, because I've kind of put this to the side for a little bit, and I'm focusing more so on Drunk Elephant. So again, 18 bucks and you get both of these, which I think is a good size. And yes, these are the travel size bars. The full size one is bigger, but it's also more expensive. And if you just want to try it out to see if it will work for you, I would suggest going for the travel. So now that Sephora is going to have, especially for the rouge, 20% off, then you may want to give that a try. So I would say get this over this, but again, it's sale time, so you may want to try this anyway, from Sunday Riley. Now, moving on with Sunday Riley. Remember I told you I was interested in Good Jeans, which is a product. Sorry, I was just trying to pull up my list because there's something I need to read to you from here. But I told you that I was interested in Good Jeans by Sunday Riley, and I am. It's a lactic acid treatment. This was the little sample that I got from them. And I know I was really balking in my other video where I said, oh, it's such a small sample. But it really did allow me to use it maybe 5 to 6 times or more, seriously, night and day. And I know it's so small, but you really do need just a little. And it just applied all over my skin really well. It comes in 2 sizes. They have one size, I think it's the 1 ounce or something, whatever the ounces are on the Sephora site, but the smaller size will cost you $105 or something, and the larger size is like $158. So anyway, this is it. It's something that was on my list. I was interested in it. It says that it helps to visibly reduce the look of dark spots, age spots, and discolorations. It also says that it exfoliates dull skin, and it has no grains or anything in here. It's almost like a cream. Now, here's what I'm going to say. And it says after 3 minutes of putting it on, within those first 3 minutes, you see your skin looking more vibrant and radiant. Here's what I say about that. And let me just kind of put this out here before I even get to the ingredients of it. I think, yes, you put it on and you have like this slight glow, but it's not like once you wash it off, your skin is still glowing. I haven't gotten to the point, and again, it's a small sample, right? I haven't gotten to the point where I can say that this product has transformed my skin so that it is glowing on its own. And normally I would have a glow, but with the change of the season, as I mentioned, it's been very odd this time. So it's been looking dull and stuff on its own. But when I apply this, no dullness. It would look vibrant. It would look radiant. Even if you put makeup on top of it, it was kind of shining through and just looking really good. It's not a primer. It's an actual treatment for your skin, but it just gives you that like slight glow. Very nice. Very nice. Let's move on to the ingredients. Okay. So again, people kind of compare this one to Drunk Elephant's Glycolic Nighttime Treatment. And I had them both on my list. The one from Drunk Elephant is cheaper. And I did try just a little sample pack that I received from Sephora one time. And I liked it, which is why they were both on my list. But then I was saying, considering the price, do I need both? Do I want both? What should I do? So thankfully, I was able to get this sample, which came in one of my orders, used it all up. And then I looked for the ingredients, and here's what I have to say. It has an ingredient. The ingredient list was looking good. You can see it all on the Sephora site. Then it comes to something that is called DMDM HYDANTOIN, if I'm pronouncing that right. But it's the last ingredient on the list for Good Jeans. Okay, I'll write it down below, the name of the ingredient. So I looked it up online. I saw that it mentioned it was, and this is what did not please me, because they really like to push Sunday Riley as this kind of natural company producing really healthy things for your skin. So what I was concerned with is when I just looked up that particular ingredient, because I wasn't familiar with it, it says it's an antimicrobial formaldehyde releaser preservative. And then it says that it is, oh, the HYDANTOIN is an organic compound. Okay, so then I was grappling with, how is it like in part an organic compound, but then also you have formaldehyde in there, which I generally go with products that say formaldehyde free, right? Even nail polish. I use 5 free, 4 free nail polishes because they don't include formaldehyde. So why would I be putting it on my skin? I was saying, I'm trying to understand what does this mean. So I did write to my cousin who is a chemist, and I asked her about this, and she was saying formaldehyde, it's a formaldehyde releaser, so it acts as a preservative. And then, okay, in my mind I was saying, all right, so it's a preservative, but that formaldehyde piece still wasn't sitting well with me. But she said it's considered an organic compound because it is a carbon-based molecule. The term organic in chemistry is used to denote any molecule that contains carbon, not the same connotation as food, plants, or grown not the same connotation as food or plants grown organically, right? So that allowed me to get the organic piece out of my mind, because I know that it's not an organic anything, right? It is a formaldehyde releaser. I did a little more investigating online, and I see this information about it saying that they require that companies use only a certain amount of this DMDM HYDANTOIN. Only a certain amount can be used, but they say it's not known to cause developmental and reproductive toxicity and has a low risk of being a carcinogen. I don't like that at all. So I can officially tell you that Good Genes is 110% completely off my list. Will not be using it, even though the percentage is supposed to be so small and it is a preservative. But I don't need anything that is even potentially a carcinogen. I know it says low risk, but I'd like to go with no risk. So Good Genes completely off my list. And I know there are some other Sunday Riley products out there, not specifically with that ingredient, but that they use blue dye. So I am good without Sunday Riley. Moving on, but still with skincare, I would recommend this, not necessarily from the Sephora VIB sale though, but as a good product, is this right here, Kate Somerville, her Exfoliate. I've spoken about this many times over the years in many different videos. The reason I wouldn't necessarily get it, and this is the smaller size, during the Sephora VIB sale is because Kate Somerville herself, through her website on Black Friday, or that weekend, and sometimes Cyber Monday, offers this as a part of a quad. Like you can get 4 of these, and I forgot what the price is, but it's so low that it just makes sense for me to always go that way, as opposed to getting this size from Sephora, even if it's during a sale period. So Exfoliate. Now this is an exfoliating treatment. After you cleanse and wash your face, you put this on, and again, this has some strong, nice grains in here that you won't be able to see, which is the good thing. They're supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be really tiny when you're using some exfoliating treatment, so you won't be able to see the grains, but this is what the product looks like, this little green solution. You kind of rub it all, and I can just even feel the grains even right now. So you're supposed to rub it all on your skin, leave it on for 2 minutes, and then rinse away. And I do find like my skin feels glowy, so I really do like the Kate Somerville exfoliating treatment, so you may want to put that on your list. If you're looking for a cleanser that is gentle, in my last What's New This Week video, I showed Neogen, which is gentle, but if you're going to go the gentle route, something that I think is gentle but also better than that Neogen one is the Tarte one. And this is not really expensive also, but I also want to say that Tarte, they typically have really good sales just throughout the year. They may even do one for Black Friday. I think they typically do, and you would be saving more than 20% if you were to get that from Sephora. So, but anyway, if you do just want to get it from the Sephora sale, this is their Rainforest of the Sea Deep Dive Cleansing Gel. It's a facial cleanser, very gentle. Of course, you should remove your makeup first, but it does a good job, if any is left on your face, of removing that too. I haven't had any bad reactions from it at all. It feels really gentle. Again, doesn't leave my face tight. It doesn't leave it looking like I still have grease or oil on my face. Really, really nice cleanser. And again, Tarte is not very expensive, so I do like that. Next up, I will, and this is not about skincare right now, I will say that through Sephora, they sell some of these Tarte lip creams. This is a color I've never shown on camera, but I did buy it. It's Bay. Not this one, but I'll link up above. I did some other videos where I did like a swatch of some of the lip creams, and those are some of the colors that I like. Even their nude one, which is called Choker. That one's really nice. So in case you're looking for a nice little lippy, you may want to go that route. Next up, primer. And this relates to skincare, and I'm going to tell you how in one sec. I have 3 that I'm going to show to you right now. This is the Smashbox Water Primer. And it has, I think this one has electrolytes. It says silicone free, alcohol free, oil free. And I think it has like some electrolytes or something in here. But at any rate, it can be used simply to hydrate the skin. Even if you're not using it to prime for makeup and you're not wearing makeup, you're not a makeup wearer, just to, sometimes your skin, just as I was explaining to you that my skin has been looking kind of dull and dry, not at this very moment because I see the oil right there, but even after I wash my face, and that also too could be because I've been using lots of different products, and maybe I'm trying it out on my own with these different exfoliators and things that I'm trying to test out before the sale so that I can be prepared. But anyhow, this photo finish primer water is by Smashbox. I do like this one. I actually have a backup of this one. It's about to end. But what you may recall from a previous video is that I have this one, so let me show you, and it has a pretty good sprayer. Okay, so I just sprayed some on my face. It can add extra hydration and just make you kind of look a little vibrant. I like the way it dries on the skin, right? So again, whether or not you wear makeup, that may be something that you want to pick up if you just want to spritz your face a little. But before, as you can see, I haven't finished that bottle, but before I did, I purchased this one because Tarte was having a sale, and this one is like up to here. But this one is called the Marine Boosting Mist, and it's also from the Rainforest of the Sea collection. This one, I feel, gives you even more of a glow than the one from Smashbox. So it gives me a glow. It let me just spray right now. Okay, so that's gonna have to dry. You can see it just looks wet right now, but almost as my forehead kind of looks shiny now. And especially if you're a person with dry skin and you want to add hydration where your skin actually feels hydrated, but you also get a little glow, I would recommend this one over the Smashbox one. Right? Okay, so there we go. Now let's say you have very oily skin, because, and let me just say this, because I have the oily T-zone, you may think I never want a glow. I do like a glow. So that's why I really do like this one. And it has like a light scent of, not lemon, but something, but it smells nice. So I like that scent. The other primer is this one. This one has coconut water, and it's Hangover by Too Faced. And again, even if you don't wear makeup, but you may want something on your skin. The reason I like this is because even though I'm oily in the T-zone, I don't need things to make me look greasy in the T-zone, and this does not. It adds in the hydration. So after I apply this, it's like a little cream. My skin does feel hydrated, but it does not look oily. It's like it does the hydration part, and that's it. It does not leave me looking oily. It just goes right into my skin, and I like this very much. But this one, and I'll have the prices of everything down below, is more expensive than this. And this one I think does just such a nice job that I would be sticking with the Tarte one. And again, if you want to go with less of a glow and you're just worried about the hydration, then you would be concerned with the one that I just showed you from Tarte or this Smashbox one, because it gives you like that slight little glow, but not as glowy as the Tarte one. So that's how you may want to balance out those recommendations. Other thing when it comes to skincare, this is a great time during the sale to get tools. Okay, so you may want to go with this one by FOREO, the Luna, or is it Luna FOREO? I always forget. And then the Clairsonic. I've had both of these. Of course, this one I've had much longer. I got this one shortly after it came out. These are both not the cheapest tools in the world, but they both, I think, do a really great job with skincare. It kind of depends on what you're looking for and what you need. I've been meaning for the longest to do a video to battle these two out, to let you know what I think of one versus the other. Actually, I still use both of them. It's about what my skin needs at that time. And then also, let me just say this, especially if you're a person who travels a lot, this one, you don't have to worry about bringing a charger. I guess I'm going to battle it out right now. This one goes for 6 months. You charge it one time, 6 months. Can you imagine? So being on vacation, or if you're traveling around a lot and you don't want to be concerned with carrying a charger, if you know that you've done the charging at least, you know, within that 6 months range, this is still going to be good for you. It has like 2 speeds. This one as well. There are different Clairsonics, so it would depend on which one you have, if you can get one that has only 1 speed or one that has multiple settings and speeds. But again, I've had this for a long time, but I think the major difference is this. This one has these little silicone bristles, and they have different devices based on what your skin needs. I thought the lady was just, you know, feeding me a story when I was buying this, because I was like, they all look the same. But I do see on the site that they are listed. Some are for oily skin, some are for this type of skin, some are for normal. So I don't even recall what this particular one is supposed to be, but hopefully it's for combination. But at any rate, whatever the blue one is supposed to be for, I actually really do like it. I've been using it since whenever I hauled this well over a year ago. Again, the charging I already spoke to you about. This one I like because you can change out the head, the bristles. They recommend you change it every 3 months, whereas that you don't have, there's nothing to change on this one, right? Okay. But this one, you are recommended to change it every 3 months, but because they have so many different Clairsonic brushes and bristles, you don't like this one, or you feel like your skin needs one that's more harsh or more abrasive, get that brush. You feel like you need a more gentle one, get that one. So you can switch it up based on your skincare needs when you have the Clairsonic, as opposed to this device. This is it. There's nothing to change here. This is it. All right, so if you don't like how it feels on your skin, or you feel it's too gentle for you, well, then what are you going to do? It's all one device. So, you know, you may want to take that with a grain of salt. If you do want to see me do a full video on these two and kind of giving you a breakdown, which was pretty much what I just said, then let me know, or you can ask or write something down below. Next thing up for my recommendation list, just looking at the timing right here, this from Bare Minerals. This is a matte powder. My shade is in Warm Deep. It's actually what I'm wearing right now. I've had this on for a little over 5 hours now. So yes, it doesn't look as matte as when I first put it on. And yes, it does not keep me matte all day. But I do like it for just a nice little natural, just little coverage. It's nice, really nice one. And again, by Bare Minerals. This is an anti-shine product, which I don't think is 110% anti-shine, at least not for me with my super oily T-zone. But of all the little setting powders that I've used, I like this one the most. This is by Black Up. It's finely milled. You put it on your skin, or for me at least, I put it on my skin. It just blends in so beautifully. I have shade 4/5. It is the deepest one that they have. I'll show you what the color looks like. I know it airs on the side of looking a little bit red, but when I put it on, just so you see, I actually have something on my, look how that just blends in, and see how it did kind of mattify that little oily section just a little bit. So yeah, so when you put that on actually well with a brush, it does a nice job momentarily. Still need some help. And what I would suggest you use as the helper, also from Black Up, I really do like this mattifying primer. It has a problem though. I don't like that the stick to dispense this product is so short, that now that I have, maybe you can see all of this product still in here, but it's having a hard time pumping it out. So I've been having to just take this out and actually dig something in and scoop it out. And again, this is not the end all and be all of primers. I still have super oily skin in the T-zone. I just think it keeps the oiliness at bay for a much longer time than anything that I've ever used, including that Makeup Forever primer that everybody loves. That is almost doing nothing for me, but well, not nothing, but not anything great. This one beats it head and tails. I don't know why heads and tails, but anyway. Then also, and I'm getting back to skincare in 1 second because I want to talk to you about some of the things on my list. And we have this Makeup Forever. This is not a bad one. I use this little stick. I used it in like my Milani foundation video just to kind of frame the forehead. I didn't do that today, but I do like how this leaves me kind of glowy. Definitely doesn't leave me matte. This is not like a matte stick or anything. This is their Makeup Forever Ultra HD. It's in the stick form. And my shade is 178, which in the new version, they call it Y535. And this is what that shade looks like. So yeah, but I do like how creamy it is, how easy it is to just be applied, and you can see it right there on my hand. And as you can see, the shade is a little darker than I am, even on my face, so I kind of use it for the whole forehead area as I showed in that video, and I do like it. But I have certainly used it all over my face, and I like it, especially in the summer, because it gives me just that nice, like, looks natural, but it's like a little glow and a little pop of color. So I like it on my face. Now, next thing, but right before I get to the skin, Earth's Nectar. And again, you may want to wait till Black Friday, but if this is just something you want to do through the sale, Earth's Nectar, the Ambrosia shampoo, and also they have the Ambrosia conditioner. Smells delicious. I'm an Earth Nectar girl. I like Earth's Nectar items. Also there, sometimes when I have my hair curly in the front, and some of you ask, well, there have been many times where people have asked, oh, what did you use as your gel? It's not the Ambrosia one, but it's from Earth's Nectar. It's called Coconut Curls. Coconut Curls? I'll write down what it's called below because they have another product called Coconut something. But it's the curly gel. They only have one from the brand. It is also sold through Sephora. So you may want to check that out as well because their products are not cheap. So you may want to use this sale time as an opportunity to get some things. So now, bringing it to the Sephora list, let me just give you a couple of things. This I actually did use. It's called by a company Primary Raw Do You, and they have a 2-step milk peeling kit. I'll probably put a picture of it. I did have it on Instagram. Yeah, I did. So I can put that picture here. It basically is a two-step system, and that one step is an oversized Q-tip that's sitting in a alpha hydroxy acid. You take that Q-tip, put it all over your face, all that liquid solution, then you take out the mask and put it right on top, leave it for about, I forgot how many times, how many minutes they suggested, but whatever they suggest, leave it on that long, take it off, don't wash it off, just kind of rub the excess into your skin. And I can tell you, I did see like it looked more glowy, and again, it's something that's only $6, so I do have that on my list to re-up on that. You may remember my old video from baby foot where I put those little booties on my feet and it peeled my skin over the course of however many days. I'll link that video above. Now, Boscia has that same system, so I do plan on getting one from them during the sale period. Theirs is called Baby Soft Foot Peel. Copying. But anyway, so they released that product and little booties that you put your feet into, and I believe they also said over the course of 7 to 10 days your feet will peel. So I can't wait to see if theirs is as good as the baby foot one, because that one was excellent, but I believe more expensive than the Boscia one. So we'll see. Also on my list, which I guess this means I wouldn't need to do a whole video because I'm mentioning some of these things now that I intend to get. Oh, this one. Okay, if it comes back in stock in time, I do want to get a brand called Youth to the People. I've never used anything from them, but I am so interested in a little green moisturizer that they use. It says right on the label, hyaluronic acid. We've spoken about that before. Really nice for the skin, give you a nice kind of bouncy, plump kind of look to your skin, really refine it and it can make your skin look really good, right? So hyaluronic acid, good for the skin. They have a kale and hyaluronic acid moisturizer sold out right now. They also have a kale and spinach based cleanser, also sold out right now. So everything except for their little peptide and vitamin C serum is sold out on the Sephora site. Hopefully everything comes back in stock in time for the sale. But if not, and you just want to get your hands on it, this is separate from the Sephora sale. vibrantbeauty.com. They actually sell the brand Youth to the People. That's a shop based in Harlem in New York, so you may want to check it out there. I'm not sure how long it's going to be sold out from Sephora. The other thing on my list, Herbivore. Now in my other video, which I can link here, I did show you 2 masks from Herbivore that I was hoping to save off for the sale, but I ended up buying it sooner. Anyway, it was the Blue Tansy mask and also the Pineapple Fruit Enzyme Brightening Mask. Both of those I'm not impressed with. They're both okay. Like, I haven't seen anything that would make me say, oh, that has to go back on my list. So a recommendation for me would be for you to get a sample. Get a sample, see if you like it. Maybe it'll do something for you that it hasn't done for me. But for me, I just thought it was just okay. Even the one that was supposed to brighten, because I was hoping that would do something. Remember, I told you that my skin was looking a bit dull. No, not really. So yeah, for that. But I do have something else from Herbivore, which I'm not sure I may or may not get. It is their Moon Fruit Superfruit Night Treatment. I did put it on in store, and at that time I had in my mind that it was a moisturizer, like a nighttime cream. And I was saying, okay, I put it in, I rubbed it in. I was like, oh, my skin kind of looks dull again. I had just put it on my hand. As I was walking around, I looked at it and I said, oh, it kind of looks dull. Oh, that's nothing. So I'm probably not going to get it. And I took it off the list. But then when I looked at it again, I saw it's actually a nighttime treatment. It's not a moisturizer. And you're supposed to wash it off in the morning. So I'm not sure how my skin would react to it, or if it really would respond well if I actually use it as directed, not just like walking around the store with it on my hand. So that's on the list, but I'm certainly not sure that I'm going to get that one. Drunk Elephant's on the list, that nighttime glycolic acid, but I would get, and here would be a recommendation for you. The price of that product alone, if you just spend $6 additional, you would get a kit that includes the full size of the nighttime glycolic acid, as well as 2 of their other products to try. And I think those are in like the ½ ounce size, which, okay, fine. But at least you're just trying it for $6. So it's almost like $3 for each of those 2 additionals. And then you're paying also for your full size one, which you would normally get anyway. So that, and I don't know if the other stuff is really so exciting to share, but on my kind of dream list, I do have the Fresh Nectar mask from Fresh. I haven't tried that. I have the Bouncy mask by First Aid Beauty. Also, there was a Bouncy mask by Boscia. So I'm not sure about that. The Boscia cleansing makeup cleanser thing that they came out with recently, it's called it's a solid form. It's black. I used it in store because I had some things I was testing, put it on my hand, use that cleanser to get it off, and it didn't do the best job. So that's definitely off of my list, not even there anymore. Of course, those Karuna brand facial masks, I recommend that. Also, PERRICONE MD has some sheet masks, one for it's called Clean Pores or Pore something. I'll put the name of it down below. Those I do recommend. And I guess that's kind of it. I will probably also get one of those Smashbox lipsticks, the ones that are supposed to be great sale days. We'll see if it really holds up. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I have some other things, but I'm debating whether or not they'll remain on my list. So that's kind of what I would recommend and what I'm likely going to get. So let me know what you're getting at this upcoming Sephora VIB sale. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.